Today's day 4 of the Karen Read trial. I'm going to give you my daily recap. The judge had the jury come in around 9:15. She's always the one who's like, we need to start on time, and then it always starts late. So I don't know what's going on. We are going to see that there's a major time management issue. Yesterday was a half day, and today is also a half day. Monday is going to be a half day too. So we got to figure this out if we're going to move things along. Today, the jury had the view. Last trial, they took a bus with the attorneys and the court officers, and they went to 34 Fairview, and they got to view the front of the house. The attorneys do get to point out specific things that they want the jury to see in front of the house, and they also got to see Karen Read's vehicle. Last year, her vehicle was parked more in front of the driveway, and then this year, her car was parked more in front of the flagpole. So I'm wondering if that was strategically done. I'm guessing yes, because if you believe that she did the 3-point turn and backed up and hit him into the flagpole area, it would make sense to put the car over there. This is the picture of Karen Read's car in front of 34 Fairview. This is where it was parked today when the jury went over for the view. They're not able to ask questions. They're not able to talk about anything. Their only thing that they are instructed to do is stop and view. So they got to see the rear of her car where the whole actual encasement of the taillight has been taken off and is missing because they've done all kinds of testing on it. But this is what it looked like when they arrived. This is the front of the home. There are 2 front doors actually to the house at 34 Fairview. The white one that you see here is the main front door, but that's not the door that all of the friends said that they used. In the middle of the house, closer to that left garage door, there's another 2 sets of doors over there, and they say that they use that door to come in and out of the Albert House. Once the jury comes back from the view with everybody on the bus, it's about 11:20 when they get started for the day with testimony, and the first witness is Dr. Fowler, and he is questioned by Adam Lally. So it was just lovely to see Adam Lally doing some of the questioning today. He is it says medical examiner here. He's a pathologist, and he works at Good Samaritan Hospital, or he used to. He just started a new job within the last 6 months, but he's the one who went over the results for Karen Read's blood test the morning of her psych evaluation. She was brought to Good Samaritan Hospital for that, and they have a special psych wing, and part of the eval is that she gets her blood drawn. So that was done at 9:08 a.m. The results came in just before 10 a.m. The results were 93 milligrams per deciliter, which I believe is 0.09 BAC. And the cross-exam is done by Ms. Little. I put in my notes, it's a waste of time. She was trying to poke holes in that this technique that they use isn't as strong because it's not forensically accredited. And honestly, if any of the jurors were taking notes during this part, I'm confused because there was nothing. It was literally a waste. The next witness is Jason Becker. He's an EMT firefighter in Canton. He was assigned to Station 2 with Dan Whitley, who was on the stand yesterday, and he is one of the people that transports Karen Read in the ambulance for her Section 12. That's what we learn basically from what's his name, Hank Brennan, in the questioning. And then you can't tell I'm exhausted. Today was just so boring. The cross-exam is done by Alan Jackson. He reiterates that she was cooperating through the majority of the transport. She wasn't acting loud or erratic or refusing any sort of treatment or care. She did end up going willingly and was cooperating. He testified in previous hearings that she said her last conversation with John O'Keefe was an argument. And Alan Jackson wants to clarify, were you taking notes? Did you did she tell you they were voicemails? And there's a lot of back and forth. The attorneys go up to sidebar quite a bit. But ultimately, I don't think any of this was important. I think it's just more like setting the foundation. And he did say that she was calling John her husband. And Alan Jackson brings up, because of like HIPAA protocols and everything, like if he wasn't her husband, she wouldn't have been able to find out any information about his care. So I'm assuming that's why Karen Read was calling him her husband. And we're done for the day. We finished right at 1:00. Like, I think it was like 1:17. And that is all I have for day 4. We will be back on Monday. Like I said, it's going to be a half day on Monday because they're doing the voir dire with the ARCA experts. So it will be a full day recap, but just the jury will be in for half of the day, up until at lunchtime, probably around like 1 p.m. And that's it. I hope you guys have a good weekend.